My name is Sydney Rema, the CEO at Sanifu. Sanifu enables manufacturers right now in Kenya to process LPOs directly to the ERP from emails and other channels. So while working on one of our solutions, of course, interacting with manufacturers and distributors, we realized that most of them were really struggling to process and fulfill customer orders. And in the process of understanding the processes, understanding the challenges that they're facing, we realized that they were spending a lot of money, hiring a lot of clerks to essentially process incoming LPOs. They were having a lot of errors that were causing sales returns, which means they were losing money real time. And of course, we started exploring the problem and figuring out what is the best way we can solve this problem and add as much value as possible to the companies. So our first customer was not directly sold to, but rather, a customer was already using our existing solutions and they were struggling specifically with this problem. So having, speaking to them and understanding the problem in detail, we were able to build a solution just for them. And then, of course, with time, we realized that these are problems that was affecting a lot of manufacturers across the industry. And our first customer was willing to do a lot of referrals because they were really happy with the solution. So that's essentially how we ended up where we are with the customers that are already in our pilots. So in Sanifu, we are targeting about 150,000 manufacturers and distributors across Africa. This is an estimated market size of about $4 to $5 billion. So most of our customers are struggling with having to handle a manual entry process of LPOs directly from the emails to the ERP systems, which means the team has to keep checking through the emails, identifying LPOs that are coming in. Then they have to manually type that into the ERP accurately to be processed. Now Sanifu is bringing in the value of essentially checking through the emails, identifying the LPOs by itself, extracting the data accurately, matching that data to what is on the ERP, and essentially creating the sales orders on the ERP. So a typical team that had 10 clerks, 20 clerks doing this entire manual process, that process is now being done by Sanifu in literally seconds. So in the next 5 years, our aim is to essentially advance more into the enterprises. There are other processes, things like invoice processing, things like tracking or rather processing expenses from employees and all that. That's in the near short term. But again, in the mid period, we are looking at essentially offering the same service, but now to other industries outside of manufacturing. So for the companies that are not presently using Sanifu, one thing is right now, a lot of enterprises are taking on AI to automate and simplify their processes as well as saving costs, which means if you're not already using a product like Sanifu to improve your processes, you are continuously losing sales. You're continuously losing capital in terms of the people that you have to hire to do manual processes. So the aim here will be, you should reach out to us. We'll be able to take you through a very quick and simple process to onboard you through. And for us, I think Sanifu is a plug-and-play solution, which means we're not going to take a month or two to customize something to you. Within a week, you'll have a pilot running, and we do offer that for free for you to really get to internalize and use the solution before you actually go live with it. The best thing about Sanifu is that we are highly reliable. The team is highly committed to actually solving your problem. We're not looking to just get you to pay for a solution that is not actually fixing your problem. Our aim is to make sure that we're adding value to you, and we're already doing that to existing customers. In the past, it was okay for your team to do the repetitive tasks of manual data entry of documents into the ERP or into other systems. But now Sanifu is here, which means your most valued employees can be released to focus on higher value addition. They can speak more to customers, they can focus on growing your sales as well as your market. Try Sanifu today. We actually have a free pilot for 1 month, which means you'll get to experience the product before you actually pay. So you should call us.